Am I the asshole for refusing to babysit my son's half-sister 3 days a week after school? My ex cheated on me while I was pregnant, and his affair partner turned wife, and I had babies only a few months apart. My son is older for reference. All custody exchanges were done by family members, my mom and his sister, until our son was old enough to walk from one car to the other on his own. Now he's at that age, so we don't need to be face to face. The reason it got to this point was the cheating, and also my ex and his affair partner asked me to send over baby clothes, bottles, diapers, etc. for their baby when I purchased them for my son, and not their daughter. My ex said they were struggling to afford it, and I made it clear I was not being held responsible for his child with another woman. He told me we could have raised the kids together if I had forgiven him for the affair. Then he called me a stuck-up beach who acted like being cheated on was the worst thing ever. After that, all communication went through a parenting app. We did not do things together. I did not answer any calls he might have attempted unless our son was with him. Custody is 50-50, so every other week I do need to answer if he calls. Thankfully, he only tried to call for nonsense reasons a couple of times before this. My son is now 9. I have never met his half-sister. He knows that they're related, but she and I are not, and that is something he accepts. Just like he knows they have shared grandparents, their dad's parents, while the other grandparents are just hers or just his. A couple of weeks ago, my ex called while he had our son, and he asked me to babysit his daughter 3 days a week after school. He said his wife was going back to work, and they needed childcare 3 additional days. I told him it would never happen and to never ask me again. But ask again he did, this time via text, and I ignored him. He tried to make the request through the app we use, and I simply replied one time that I had said no when he called, and my answer was still no. His wife tried to call me, and then she texted me 10 times saying I needed to be a better mother and put my son first, because even though I hated her daughter is my son's half-sister, and they should be allowed to grow up close being so close in age, and her daughter should be loved and accepted by me. I ignored her texts. My ex has tried to guilt-trip me with how much they've been through because his wife had stillbirths and miscarriages after their daughter. He has tried to force my hand by getting our son to ask me. At one point, he even said he would come over to my house with his daughter so I could meet her and we could agree to this. I let him know I wasn't going to answer the door if he did this. He even tried to get his attorney to order it. There was brief contact between the attorneys. Mine laughed at his poor attempt to force my hand and told me to continue ignoring him. Am I the asshole?